Hi, Rana. All right, this is what I have right here. Is some paintbrush. These kind of paintbrush, the tip is very soft. Okay, not hard. It has to be very soft so that it doesn't damage the paper. It's very good to apply charcoal to make it darker without damaging the paper, and you can do layers. I'll show you how to do that. This is something I asked you to get earlier. I'm going to take a picture of it so you can see. Okay, and then I have Lombard Strat Lombard Black here. Lomograph Black, I'm sorry, Lomograph Black. Have HB and 2B. I will be using mostly the HB. I find that the softer it is, the harder for to blend with charcoal. And this is just another brush with a small tip. The detail brush, I cut it off a little bit just so that I can draw more detail, more control. And have cotton brush. I use a small kind. Try to give you an example, and it doesn't have to be anything big. The biggest one I have is probably this one. That's it. Or I would use the big one if needed. All right, and then the eraser. Notice it had to be pointed. Okay. Take a picture of that. And the Tomahawk. I think that's what it is. Yeah, the one Tomahawk or some similar. Basically, this tip is hard so that you can draw a fine line, straight away hair type of thing. Then this is also a pencil eraser. I don't really use this much. I use these two more. Okay, so these are the tool we're gonna use, and this one is to clean up straight away dirt. Okay, let's start this. So I have a sketch here. Sketch here. I'm going to show you how to do it in pencil first, and then mix with charcoal, and then charcoal and graphite together, or the Lombard Black. So let's work on just drawing pencil first. If you're going to draw pencil, to draw a hair, the first thing you do, you want to draw a bigger stroke. And to achieve that with a pencil, you have to lay down the pencil down. And the stroke, if you lay the pencil down, the strokes are this. So right now in the exercise number 4, you kind of put down and then you pull the dust, right? You go from dark to light, but then in this one, you could go like landing down slowly and then like that, so it doesn't have and go out, so it doesn't have this straight line right here, right? So it can go down softly and go out like that, so it doesn't have the sharp edge at the end. Okay, so we're gonna draw the one that you sent, I sent you earlier. So here you can go, so you draw bigger stroke. See that? Bigger stroke. Down here, bigger stroke. So once you have bigger stroke like here, you can do multiple layers. Now, using the Lomograph Black, you don't have to deal with pencil shine as much. So here you can go multiple layers, and at the end right here, see, you lay it down slowly, softly, you pull, right? Once you have the bigger stroke, so let's say there's some dark right between here, so you do more layers there, more layer here, more layer here, more layer here. So whichever part that need to be dark, you go more layers, right? Once you have that, you go back, stand up the pencil a little bit more, and then you go more layer. Again, the stroke I'm using, I'm gonna draw individually here, like this. Basically, see how I lay down slowly, and then that's so it's soft at the edge here, and then soft at this edge here. But it's really, you can go down this way and then go up this way, so that, like down this way, up this way, so that both ends are soft. Okay. So that's one thing about drawing hair, is that you have to do the bigger stroke first, and then you go layer like this, and you can go back out so it stays soft at the end. If you go just this like this end right here very sharp, especially at the edge of the hair where you bark, and then what you do, you want to go up a little bit so that it's smoothen out at the edge of it. So you don't go one direction here, you also go the other direction a little bit like this, so that it stays soft. Okay, and then you can smooth out like this. And that's what we do right here. You go back out a little bit like this, so it stays soft. So really, if you draw just pencil, you can do multiple layers like this, and make it darker. Okay, so each of a stroke like this is strand of hair. So at the first, you draw laid down more flat, so that the strand of hair is bigger, it'll be faster, and it gives you a soft touch to it. Right here, it's sharp, so you get to do it light out so that it stays soft, right? Here, and then at the end, you have straight away here like this. Let's say you make it so sharp that you make it lighter. This, right? But you got the idea. Here, just let's say this part right here is really dark. You can go back here. I'm going faster here. That. I have multiple layer. That. That's how you get it darker, okay? But I think the most important thing you miss is that laying down the pencil dust. You can lay down the pencil, you can hold like this, or you can hold, I've seen people hold like this, so that it flat down. Most artists will hold like this, okay? But the stroke is the same way, okay? Alright, so that's how you draw pencil. Now let's move on. I'm going to pause here so that I can give you a different one.